Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Palmira, and if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. Hi guys, hi. It has been a minute since I got on here and did a sit down video and just kind of got it to chat with you guys. So I figured that today I would just get on camera and just kind of give you a life update, answer some questions that I got that people asked me over on Instagram, and just update you on life and what's going on. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup, so I figured let's do this while I do my makeup. This is not going to be a makeup tutorial or anything because I'm not a professional, I'm still learning, but I figured, hey, let me take you guys along with me while I do this and we can just have a quick chat and catch up. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right guys, let me start off by just kind of getting my hair out of my face, and then I can just start talking and just giving you guys an update on what's been going on, where I've been, what's happening, and just answer a few questions, and we will go from there. Kind of get myself together. So I'm all ready, so I'm gonna just start by prepping my face, and then we can just talk and just have a chat. It's been a minute since I've been on here doing this, so please forgive me as I get used to this again, okay? So thank you for your patience with me. So yeah, what's been going on in life, right? 2025 has just been a year of great challenges and faith walk in a way that I think has been very new for me in so many ways, and I think for a lot of people as well. And it's been interesting having, you know, this channel and just being on social media, because for me it's just been something over the last year that's just brought me a lot of joy and a nice outlet for my creativity, as well as just documenting a lot of the changes and growth that I've experienced over the last year. So I think it's been hard not doing YouTube in particular, just because of how busy my life and my schedule has become and how it's changed so much. I spend a lot of time commuting for work, and so by the time I get home I'm exhausted. Even going to the gym, I've completely like fallen off to a certain extent, and right now I'm just trying to find balance in, you know, like what that looks like again for me, while adjusting to a lot of the life changes and career changes and work changes that I have experienced and I'm experiencing. So in that vein, that kind of explains a lot of why there's not a lot of consistency on the channel. There's not a lot of vlogs in particular, because I'm usually tired and I don't necessarily want to come home during the work day, the work week, and kind of like do a whole other like get ready with me or life in the day and things like that. So that's really why we haven't seen a lot of, you know, just content on the channel. I've been trying to do a lot of shorts because those are a lot more easier to manage, but I love the storytelling part of long form, so I've definitely missed that for sure. So I won't even pretend that that's not something that has been hard to let go of to a certain extent, but I'm working on it. It's coming back, it's gonna be back, so just, you know, you guys bear with me on that. Please continue to show up, continue to support me, continue to support my channel. It really means the world to me, and for everybody that ever shows up and watches my videos, whether it's the full thing, whether it's a part of it, just know that I see you guys, and I am truly, truly, truly appreciative that you take your time. And you know, you could be doing so many other things, but you know, you show up and you support my channel. So thank you, I really, really do appreciate it. So that's gonna work career immediate kind of. So let's see, next update. I don't necessarily talk a lot about the fact that I've been on a weight loss journey or that I'm working on losing weight, and that's not something I'm going to necessarily talk about either today, but I did want to just share a bit that, you know, that's been something that is still ongoing for me, and it's still happening. It's slow and steady, and I'm so thankful for the team that I have, from my doctors, my nutritionists, like just everybody who has just really been helping me get healthier and take care of myself, my physical body, my mental health, and just learning to eat and learning to, you know, just put my health and well-being at the top of my priority list. Because, you know, if I don't feel good, if I'm not doing good, there's so many things I cannot do. There's so many things I wouldn't be able to, you know, work on, whether it's things that God has put in my heart to do, whether it's helping family or friends, or just, you know, being a good friend, just a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do. So I'm grateful to God that that journey is still ongoing, and that I'm able to, you know, have a really good accountability and support system when it comes to that. So yeah, so that's weight loss update and all of that good stuff. I'm definitely reaching a really big milestone soon, and I'm excited about that. So maybe one day I might talk about this journey, but for now I'm not really interested in going into it, because I feel like people on the internet are very mean and cruel to people who are on the bigger side, and I'm just not interested in playing into that narrative at all. So anyway, moving on, I'm gonna answer a couple questions that were sent to me and see what else I want to kind of talk through. So let's see. Right, so I have a couple of questions from Instagram. Shout out to my friend who sent some of these. She's such a supportive friend. Like whenever I post anything, she's very much, you know, there and supportive and stuff. So I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. You know yourself. Love you, love you, love you, love you dearly. Thank you. So first question, what is your favorite thing about being on YouTube? Ooh, one of my favorite things about being on YouTube is just getting to tell a story. When I look at clips that I've basically filmed over a couple of weeks, or even just in a week or a couple of days, and I have to basically, you know, bring them together to tell a story, I just love that, because it's something that I think I've always enjoyed as a child, because I used to act in a lot of plays when I was younger. I was so confident. I was so confident, so ready to just, you know, show up, do all the things and whatnot. So I love that about YouTube, that I get to tell a story. I get to share my life. I get to be able to look back and see just how much I've changed and how much I've grown over time. A few weeks ago, I was looking at some of my very first videos that I uploaded last year, and I'm just like, wow, I have gone through such massive changes physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and I can see it because obviously I know what's happened, but if I hadn't documented it, I don't think I would be able to see that tangible evidence of just some of that change. So that's my favorite thing about YouTube, and being on YouTube. But also I think, you know, for the people who find what I share useful, or inspirational, I'm grateful that you show up and that you're part of this journey and the story. So yeah, that's what I would say. Next question. What is your favorite guilt-free snack? It's a little bit hard because right now I'm not very much a snacker, but guilt-free snack, let's see. Plantain chips. So Costco has this bag of like fried plantain strips. They're so good. They are made, I think, with like kosher salt or something, but they're amazing. And I'm not even gonna lie, I know the carb load is heavy, but if I'm gonna eat those plantain chips, I'm gonna eat them, and they're so good. So love those, love those, love those. Next question. What do you do to clear your mind after a long day? It really depends on what I've have going on or what has happened in that week. One thing I find myself doing a lot recently is reading. So I am back like reading a lot of fiction and just really enjoying finding new books and finding authors that I haven't read before. And that's been something I've loved, basically, like just losing myself in. I love to color, so I have a lot of adult coloring books. So that's something that I really do enjoy. So right now I would say those are like the two main things. And then it's currently group semester at church, so we have a bunch of groups that are going on right now. So I just love being in community and being able to come home and, you know that I can get on a virtual platform and get to, you know, meet like-minded people and go through like whatever it is we're studying. So that's been something that I really, really, really have loved. So I would say that is definitely a major unwinding or stress reliever for me. So that's where I'm at. So a lot of people, if you're on my Instagram, you probably have seen like I've been sharing a lot of books and things like that. So I kind of want to just talk about some of the things I've been reading so far this year. In the beginning of the year, I have this Notion template, which frankly speaking, I haven't necessarily kept up with, but I had created a book tracker. I saw it on Ego Iferre's YouTube channel, and I think I talked about it in one of my older videos. And I had created a book tracker for that purpose, because I really wanted to get back into reading this year. And I'm so proud of myself because I actually have been reading. So one of the books that I read that I thought was so good, and obviously the author is who she is, so you guys are gonna be like, Palmyra, duh, of course it's gonna be great. It's Dream Count by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. That book is so well written. She tells the story from each woman's perspective, and I'm so intrigued by that way of storytelling. There were times when I was reading the book where I was like, wait, is the story about like one of the main characters? I was like, is this story about the actual author? Because it was so like interesting how it started, and I kept getting her mixed up with the author herself. But obviously it was not about Chimamanda herself. Well, at least she hasn't said that it is about her. But it was such a great book, following the lives of these really successful women in different walks of life who have navigated life and heartbreak and loss and all these things. And it was just so deeply moving, and I would 100% recommend it to anybody who wants to read it. Another one that I have been reading is part of a series by Sarah J. Maas, and it is hold on, let me open up my tracker. Throne of Glass series. I believe that's what they're called. Yes, the Throne of Glass series. I'm on book 5. So I've read 1 through 4. And these are older books. I think she's been writing them since like the early 2010s, 2011s, I think. So I've read Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and now I'm reading Empire of Storms. The book is so good. I'm a very like imaginative person. I have an active imagination, I would say. So I've always loved like things that talk about mystery and fantasy and magic and things like that. So if you're into that, I would say this is a great series to check out. I also finished the currently published series of the Empyrean books, which is by Rebecca Yarros. So I finished reading Onyx Storm. That cliffhanger, Miss Yarros, please, we need the next book like yesterday. So that's another set that I read so far this year. Let's see, what else have I read? Just looking through my tracker, like I said. Oh, I'm currently reading The Courage to be Disliked. So I can't give you guys a review yet. So far, I'm enjoying the sort of like angle that the author took, where you have this philosopher having a conversation with this young adult. But so far, I've only kind of like read a couple of chapters, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not necessarily recommending it, just talking about that. I'm also reading Bait of Satan by John Bevere that I'm reading with a group at church that's talking about how really destructive offense can be, and why it's so important that as Christians, as believers, that we do not fall into the trap of offense. So that's been great. Like, I would 1000% recommend that. I haven't even finished it yet, but I would say anybody who is really wanting to make sure that they are walking on their relationship with God and doing things the way God has willed should definitely check out that book. So I'll like list them, guys, in the description box, just so you guys are aware of the books that I'm talking about. Oh, I read The Girl with the Louding Voice. That book was so good, guys. I cried. The amount of times I cried reading that book. Oh man, that was such a great book. So good. Definitely would recommend checking that out as well. But yeah, I think that's kind of enough for now, but I will list whatever else I can in the box, in the comment section, if I didn't talk about those books and I realized like I want to talk about them later. So books wise, that's kind of where we are. And yeah, that's just what's been happening with me. I'm just really grateful. I'm spending a lot of time with family and friends and just getting into the groove of life and the groove of things and figuring things out. The summer was good, and at the same time there were some things that I really wanted to do that I didn't get to do. You know, circumstances that were beyond my control, and you know, it is what it is. But I'm hoping that, you know, I can plan for those better in the future. The summer was mostly a lot of work and just, you know, taking things day at a time. You guys saw that I went to New York and went to see Jola and FK do their live in New York City. That was really nice, and it was quite fun to kind of just see them in person and be back part of the Biberon. Girl, the girls were cute. They looked really nice, so that was nice. And yeah, that's sort of where life is in a lot of ways. And I'm just right now in a place where I'm working out a lot of my faith walk and trusting God for a lot of things, praying about a lot of things, and just really trying to do my best to keep my eyes on things above and not things on this earth. You know, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and I know we all know it's been a lot, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Guys, that's sort of, you know, where life is and what's going on and all the stuff that's happening. You know, just living and waking up every day and being this battery's about to die. Let me switch out the battery. All right, I think we're back. All right, hopefully I can get this done before the battery dies again. But yeah, like I was saying, just being grateful for a lot of things and using these seasons and these times of life to really, you know, just press in on everything that God has put in my heart to do, and just trusting Him. You know, the scripture that keeps coming to my mind, like in this season, is one from Job. I think it's Job 13:15, and if it's not, I'll make sure I put it on the screen. And it's like Job is basically saying, you know, though He slay me, yet will I trust in Him. Because, you know, like if you know any Bible, if you don't, like Job basically goes through such immense like trial, like his whole family, he loses his whole family. He basically loses all of his property, everything he's ever worked for. And, you know, he's just going through these times of like just pain and anguish. And he basically is just like, no, I refuse to curse God. I refuse to say the wrong thing. And he's like, no, though the Lord slays me, yet will I trust in Him. And that's what I keep telling myself. It's like, Palmyra, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what this season of life might feel like, keep trusting in God, keep believing in God. He is the author and the finisher of your faith, and He has provided and will continue to provide for all of your needs. So I'm just really just telling myself to not falter, not drop the ball, do not get weary of doing good, and just keep moving forward and loving the Lord and loving His people, even when, you know, it feels like, you know, you just can't take things anymore, or like you can't do much more. So I just want to encourage anybody who needs this, you know, if you're going through a hard time, if you're going through challenges of your own, is that sooner rather than later, you know, it's gonna change. Like things are gonna work in your favor. God is gonna turn things around, and just use the season to really learn what it is that God wants to work in and through you. Sometimes we don't realize it, but we go through these seasons that, you know, it's supposed to be a season to prune us, to purify us, and to really prepare us for what God has in store. And a lot of times I think we forget that. We forget that, you know, hardship and trials is where, you know, we're really like really God works on our heart and on our character. So just want to encourage everybody to lean in, to trust God, that He knows what He's doing, that He will never leave you and He will never forsake you. And just know that He's a just God. He can be trusted, and He will always, always, always show up for you. So just be encouraged knowing that, okay, guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up my makeup, and then I will come back in and close this out, because I think this is long enough now. I kind of wanted to just chat with you guys and just get back into the groove of things, and hopefully I didn't ramble too much. But yeah, I'll be back. Okay, guys? Alright guys, so my makeup is all done, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. I just wanted to say Thank you so much for being here, for coming along on this journey with me. I really, really, like I said, appreciate you guys for being here, for continuing to support my work and my content. Please, please, if you are not subscribed, please remember to subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel. Make sure you like and you share this with your friends, your family, wherever. It really would help me as I continue to grow the channel and just continue to build what we have here. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, all my love, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.